Hey pre-calculus students, today we're starting chapter 10, conic sections, and this is section 1, and we're not actually going to get into any shapes yet today. We're just going to practice some crusty old algebra 2 stuff called the distance formula and the midpoint formula, or maybe it's even algebra 1 stuff. So here we go. Here is the distance formula, and I'm going to show you an example of the distance formula. Feel free to pause it, work through it, see if you can come up with the answer before I get there, and then we're going to do a midpoint formula. So this is the distance formula, and you use it when you're finding the distance between 2 points. So my examples here, right off the bat, will be -3, 7, and 2, -5. So I'm going to call this x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, now I'm going to pause the video. You guys try to work this out. Be back in a second. Now, to solve this, we're going to plug these 4 points into this distance formula. So, just like this. Big old square root symbol. And x2 would be 2 minus -3. So I'm going to make a tilde plus sign there, showing you that I have changed that from a double negative to a positive. Plus, now it's always a plus here. And then y2 minus y1. And that is going to be the square root of basically 5 squared plus -12 squared, which that's going to turn that positive. And if you do the math, that's going to be 169, which is roughly 13. Well, not roughly, it's exactly 13. So there you go. It won't always come out to be a nice, happy, friendly number like this. Sometimes it will be an unhappy number, like the square root of 45 and so on. So let's go to the next example. The next one is the midpoint formula, and here it is. So if we are going to find the midpoint of a line segment, and the 2 points we're looking at this time, I'm just going to take another 2 random points here. There's point number 1 and 6, -5. Okay, we'll call this x1, y1, x2, y2. And this is the midpoint formula now. You remember, the example, or the answer to this one after you plug them in there, will be a point. So it won't be a distance. It'll just be a point between 2 lines. Again, I'm going to pause the video and you try this. Here we are back again, finding the midpoint of this. So now what we're going to do, remember, this is going to be a point like xy here when we're all done with that. So this is going to be x1 plus x2. So that's this, -2, plus 6 divided by 2. And then y1 plus y2, that's 4 plus -5. Or you could have put 4 minus 5 divided by 2. All right, and that is going to be 4 halves, -1/2, which is 2, -1/2. This is the xy point between these 2 things on a line segment. That's it today. We're going to practice these things. Have a good one.